going on, everybody? This is Coach Untouchable Customs coming at you again today with some more work in the shop on job. Today we are going to take the dashboard out. Just been doing a little bit of cleaning up, got organizing my boxes, things I'm gonna put away, things I gotta take to get media blasted. Just want to show you, see how this quarter panel is blue? This quarter panel is original color to the car. Before my dad bought this car, it was hit in an accident and it was welded. A piece of another car was cut off and was welded to this car. As you can see, here's where it started. It must have been hit somewhere on this area. And this blue, as you can see right here, goes all the way. Oh, damn, that's green. How about that? Never knew that. Looks like F8 green. But this is blue. This has got blue under. Blue. Seems like it goes all the way over here. But then I lose it. But as you can see, this is blue from another car. Okay. So that's quite interesting. So that kind of explains why this car also had wood grain door panels and GTX seats. And the driver's side door was off of a 68. So there was it wasn't an accident at some point, but my dad never knew that, not until years later, till we saw that crinkle spot over there. Matter of fact, I think he might have known it. He did get this car repainted one time, and I think the painter let him know, but I'm not sure. I'll have to ask him. Anyway, we're gonna get started. I'll be back in a little bit. So here I'm underneath the car, taking out the gas pedal bolts. It's pretty straightforward. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to use that gas pedal again. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to use much of anything again on the B. Here I'm just trying to clean up a little bit. There's rust falling down, all kind of stuff. So just the cleaner the better, in my opinion. So that's why you see the vacuum a lot. A little bit more the same. Taking the kick panel out, driver's side. Then I'll go over to the passenger side and take that one out. Those are pretty clean. I should be able to use those again. Might spray them or wipe them down, see how they turn out. That's the registration from 1986. It's the last time the car was on the road. Here I'm trying to get the steering column out. I got it out. Had to get that pin out, but not sure if it's the correct way. You know, some of the Mopar videos are really helpful. It helped me get through some spots I normally get it done, but it would just take me longer to get it done. So it's better to watch some videos sometime to get some tips. Tips always help. Here I'm trying to take out the wiper blade. That thing was a challenge. I broke the driver one. Didn't do it on purpose, but it looks like I need 2 new ones anyway. It took me a little bit, but I ended up getting it off. Didn't really hurt much. So I finally got the dash down. Couldn't really show it because I broke some bolts in the process. Had to go to the store and get an extractor socket because my 3/8 or a 9 would not work. The nut was just too stripped, but this is what I got. It worked. It broke a couple of them, but that's all right, because I don't even have to drill them out, so I can just take that out and be done with it, break that off and be done with it. So I'm probably going to quit for today. I have a few things to take out or off to get it completely apart. Some wiring and some heater cables for the heat. So we'll get there. I got made a mess today, but that's all right. I still made some progress. Y'all have a good one. Later. What's going on, everybody? It's Coach here at Untouchable Customs. We back in the shop again. It's Saturday, August 26th. We're going to continue with the removal of the dashboard today. It's not as easy as, well, it's not that it's hard, but it's just a lot of things to disconnect before you take the dash away. And then I have to take all the heating stuff, the heater box and hoses and a couple of lines, things like that. So it wasn't like this when I put together my Roadrunner. It did not have a heater box in it, so therefore I didn't put one back in it, so didn't have to take one out. So we'll see how the day progresses. I got my Mopar brother DeAndre coming by to he needs some headlights changed out in his car, not the bulbs but the entire headlight unit. So when he gets here, I'm gonna go ahead and stop and take care of that. But for right now, we're gonna work on Jock a little bit. See you in a little while. Yep. That's nowhere near as complicated as a newer car. So where this car probably has 40 wires, maybe 50, these newer cars have like 500. So back at you in a little bit. So here I'm just continuing to take things apart to get the dashboard out. Kind of sucks crawling in and out of the car. It's not always comfortable, so try to make things as comfortable as possible with the rugs and the pad, so my knees don't hurt so much hitting the metal or kneeling on the metal. That's the glove box. Every time I touched it, a piece of it broke off, so that thing went into the garbage for sure. Here you'll see I'm going to be taking the radio out. The radio wasn't too bad. One bolt in the back, I believe that was a ground wire. Two bolts up front. Pretty straightforward. I remember the guy that did the dash cluster for me was telling me to bring the heater selector, and there was just no way for me to get it out until I got to this point here. It was kind of hard to get it out if I would have had the dash in way back when I took the cluster out. And just doing some cleaning again. Just trying to keep it as clean as possible. All the rust and stuff flying around and dropping everywhere and dirt. Here I took the speaker out. Won't be using that again either, but there was some a lot of buildup of dirt right in between the speaker and the dashboard. And here's the heater selector, and that was just would have been a real difficult task trying to get those two things off to get it out, but it was easier to get to once I had it in position like you saw. Well, there you have it. Dash is completely gutted, cleaned up, ready to be restored at some point. I just got to take that out. I'll get that out in a minute. Be back later with a summary. Here I'm trying to get the body harness out from the back, or from the inside of the car to the trunk. Had to take everything out. I'm not going to use none of those harnesses, but just wanted to keep them, put them in the bag, just for reference. So here's the progress we have for the day. Got the entire dash out and completely disassembled. Every piece is off of it. It's completely gutted. Well, I lied. So I got to take that piece off for the glove box, but that's the only piece that's left. Here is the body harness that goes from the beginning of the inside of the firewall back to the tail lights. And here are the two engine bay harnesses. One of them's for the headlights, which I believe that one is it right there. And then this is for regulators and starter and some other stuff. But yeah, that's still got a ways to go, a little bit, but making some progress. So I'm just taking a view of the trunk floor with the new floor pan out, just to see what it is really, and hopefully in a time it'll all be new back there. But I just see that side is blue, which is not original to the car. And just doing a walk around just to kind of show some progress. I like the way this logo, the B logo, shines through all the rust. It just looks cool, even though it's all going to be changed soon. It's been a long day. Got a little bit accomplished. Did a lot of cleaning, organizing. But just to kind of recap what I did, I got the dash out. Bagged and tagged all the bolts as best I could. There's still some more to get. Got to get the heater box, the vents and stuff over there. Cleaned up the trunk. I took the wire harnesses out, the body harness, the engine bay harness, the 2 engine bay harnesses, one with the lights and the other with the engine and the other stuff. You know what I mean. So, and for now I just have a bunch of, just got some boxes in there until I'm gonna organize everything a certain way that I want. So hopefully next week I'll be getting this cradle out of here, get the wheels off, get the cradle out. I gotta take the torsion bars out first, get the cradle out and get it on some wheel dollies, and then move to the back. Of course I gotta get that out too. Running out of room to store stuff, so for now it's gonna go on top of the car. So let's see what we'll do tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. Later.